What's up, everybody? Rob Ferretti here, and I am going to break some hearts today. Whose hearts am I going to break? The Rob Dahm fans. The ones that say, Rob Ferretti, your car's a piece of shit. Rob Spaghetti, ha ha ha. Rob Dahm's going to run all over you. Let me tell you why you're wrong, but also let me address something very important. I've seen in the comments, I've seen a bunch of people saying, and I even saw Rob Dahm's verbal clickbait statement that Rob Ferretti has asked him to turn down the boost to make it more competitive because Rob Ferretti is scared of Rob Dahm's car.
He did, in fact, in his own way, tell me to turn the boost down. His rationalization was, we need to make sure everybody has more of a sorted out car.
Well, let me tell you this. I'm not scared of Rob Dahm's car. I wanted to race the 4-rotor.
The moment I get that 4-rotor finished, I will walk him. I will put a collar around his neck and take him outside in a nice suburban area in the world and go walk him so that way he gets his exercise.
That was the purpose of this, was to incentivize Rob, who said, and he's lying to you guys, I will get the 4-rotor done by summer.
So I'm expecting maybe a shakedown by June, somewhere in there.
This was back in December. So in January, I was like, I don't think you will. I'm going to bet you that you won't. And I'm going to bet you $10,000 that if we race in October, because that's 10 months from now, that gives you more than enough time if you were motivated to get your car done. I will bet you $10,000 that your car, which should beat mine, and I was willing to take that risk, that your car that should beat mine will not be done by October. October rolls around. His backup car is not even really done. And there's a truck sort of waiting at his house right now to pick up that car, which he's still working on. So we'll get to that in a second. But what was said, right? I've got the actual messages, and I'll let you guys decide for yourself because I'm going to post them right now. And the conversation I had was, what's the 3-rotor putting down? He said 834 at 25 PSI. What on 93 octane, though, was my question. He said, but if we don't do race gas, I wouldn't go over 15 PSI. That's 660 before we switch to race. That's good power, plus a small car. I'm excited to see those against each other. That sounds like fear to me. Yes, legitimately competitive then, unless I'm a cheater and add water injection to crank the boost to 20 PSI. Don't worry, I'm too lazy. Said, I would have been more confident had I not just taken apart a working car a week before. I put about 3 hours of driving in the car last week with no issues. That's good. How many miles are on it? 92,000. Nice. That was the conversation of Rob Ferretti asked me to turn the boost down because he's scared. Now, it's a pump gas challenge. It's always been a pump gas challenge. There's so few rules. There's a subscriber rule. How many subscribers you have? That's already, the threshold has been crossed. There's an age rule. The car's got to be over 10 years old. That's already satisfied. The only two actual rules here are pump gas, street tire. That's it.
There's the challenge. Street tires, pump gas.
To say that I asked him to turn the boost down to be more competitive is hogwash, in my opinion, and the man who has lied to you.
It's been way bigger than I expected it to be. I don't know how to get sponsors. I'm not really good at this. I want to get a working car going. People will unsubscribe if I don't make videos. People will unsubscribe if I do make videos. My dick don't work.
Has done nothing but disappoint and beg you for money.
What's with the 4-rotor? Where's the 4-rotor? What's the latest update on the 4-rotor? Guess what? Now, for those of you that are rightfully criticizing that this does not run, please do. And some of you give me some flack for it not looking much further, but a lot has been happening behind the scenes. So I'm probably expecting a couple-month delay. Not really a delay, but just slower progress. You know, the progress line is going to look more like this instead of up like this.
Our first goal, if this campaign is successful, we will then push the engine on the dyno to over 2,000 horsepower at the crank.
That's your hero. And I'm sorry to break it to you. He's not a hero. He's a fraud. Anyway, my car is on the truck. My car is actually going to be at Rob Dahm's place so we can start snipping wires and everything like that while his car is not ready. But ideally, his car will be ready. The reason Rob's car wouldn't win no matter what is A, because it's still in pieces right now. And he's not even like replacing a broken part. He's replacing an entire transmission, like he's going to a whole new setup essentially, which wasn't the spirit of the competition. It was just like, let's take our cars that are working and run them against each other. And that's why I'm running the same boost I was running prior to doing the AEM install. I could do boost by gear, I could do a bunch of stuff, but in the spirit of the competition, I'm going to run as close to the 10 pounds of boost as it was running prior to this challenge being issued. So low boost off the wastegate spring, and what happens, happens. Now, the reason I think Matt Farah and I will prevail as the top two guys here is cooling is not cheap, but cooling is also probably the most important part of any race car. It's not horsepower, it's not this, it's not that. It's about keeping the car cool. And that David recognized that, which is why David just did his cooling system. But again, that's brand new. It was done and then thrown on a truck, so I don't know how well that's going to do. I've got differential coolers, trans coolers. I've got, like, I have built a car to stay cool under my driving. I don't know, Justin Bell is a professional driver. He knows 10/10, and he's going to drive these cars at 10/10, which is why even Matt's car, my car, as well sorted as we think they are, I don't know what's going to happen. So, guys, thank you for watching. That is the basis behind my predictions as to who's going to come in first, second, third, or fourth. Tommy's car, I don't know, Tommy's got a very loyal following that thinks his car is invincible. It's a 450 horsepower GTR, which is pretty much stock otherwise. I don't know of any specifically, I mean, and if anything, it's probably the plainest car that's out there, which is good, I guess, because that may give it the best opportunity to not overheat or break, whereas Matt has switched virtually everything in the car. I have switched virtually everything in my car. David has switched virtually everything in his car, and Rob Dahm is still in the process of switching while his car is supposed to be on a transporter right now. So, cars are on their way to Vegas, or at least mine is, and I told the truck driver, don't wait for Rob. If I don't want my car not to get there because of his. So if his car is not ready, he will have to trailer it out on his own, and my car will be in Vegas on Tuesday. If you guys want to come out to the track, 7 to 10 a.m. on Wednesday the 25th, we're at Dream Racing, and that is at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. If you want to sign up, there's a link in the description. You can sign up and be a part of the event. You can race with us after we're done, so you can spectate for free. But if you want to race, you get signed posters. You'll be eligible for any of this stuff that we're giving away. We're giving away signed gear. You can join us at dinner. We're just going to select based off of lap times. So enter the promo code YouTube at dreamracing.com. If you go to make a reservation for that day, you don't have to pick the fastest car. You can pick whatever car you feel comfortable in and whatever car you want to drive. We will select winners based off of, I would say, target lap times that we're going to say. So don't feel like you have to go out and put down the fastest possible lap time. We're going to pick target times with the guys at Dream Racing as to what's a reasonable time. And whoever's close enough to that will be the winner. So I'm excited, guys. I'll see you in Vegas. And Rob Dahm is a turd. Everybody else is cool. Tommy, cool. David, cool. Matt Farah, cool guy. Justin Bell, cool guy. Rob Dahm, he's lying to you. He's not your hero. Find a new hero. See you next time.
The neighbors probably think my car is going bye-bye, which technically they're right, but